Welcome, weary traveler. Come, find a comfortable place to rest. Let go of the day's hurried pace. Close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath in, and as you exhale, release all that weighs upon your mind. Let the gentle sounds of water and the soft melody of a distant flute guide you into a space of tranquility. Tonight, we journey into a timeless legend, a story whispered on the wind and carried by the rivers. It is the story of the turtle, the ancient one who carries the spirit of patience and the memory of the earth itself upon its shell. Imagine your own breath slowing, matching the steady, unhurried rhythm of the turtle. With each inhale, you draw in peace. With each exhale, you let go of haste. You are safe here in this quiet moment, ready to drift into a world of stillness and inner peace. Picture in your mind a quiet lake, nestled in a valley untouched by time. The world is just beginning to stir. A soft silver mist hangs over the water, dancing gently above its glassy surface. The first light of dawn paints the eastern sky in hues of pale rose and soft gold, its warm rays reaching down to kiss the sleeping world awake. The air is cool and clean, filled with the scent of damp earth and night-blooming flowers. Listen closely. Can you hear the gentle lapping of water against the shore? The distant, melodic call of a lone bird greeting the new day? Tiny ripples spread outward from the center of the lake, silent messengers of the morning's arrival. Everything here moves with a deliberate, unhurried grace. The trees stand as silent witnesses, their leaves rustling in a soft breeze. The world is waking up, not with a jolt, but with a slow, graceful stretch, like a sleeper stirring from a deep and peaceful dream. Feel the warmth of the nascent sunlight on your skin, a gentle promise of the day to come. There's no rush here, only the steady, comforting rhythm of nature's breath. In this serene world, near the mossy bank of the lake, lived a young turtle. His shell was a beautiful mosaic of greens and browns, polished by the gentle currents of the water. Yet he often felt small and insignificant. He would watch the swift deer dart through the forest, their movements a blur of speed and agility. He saw the eagle soar high above, circling the sky with effortless power. He listened to the busy chatter of the squirrels as they raced up and down the ancient oaks. Compared to them, his own movements felt impossibly slow. Each step was a deliberate, measured effort. He would watch the world rush by, a whirlwind of activity, and a question would form in his heart: what is my purpose? In a world that values speed and strength, what good is my slowness? He would tuck his head into his shell, feeling the weight of his own pace, wondering if he had any real place in this vast, bustling world. His heart was heavy with a sense of being left behind, a quiet observer in a world that never seemed to wait. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the lake in fiery colors, the young turtle rested at the water's edge, lost in his quiet contemplation. The surface of the lake, once a mirror of the sky, began to shimmer with an otherworldly light. Swirls of soft blues, greens, and golds danced on the water, not reflecting the sunset, but glowing from within. From these shimmering reflections, a gentle presence emerged. It had no distinct form, but the turtle felt its wisdom and immense kindness. It was the spirit of the earth, speaking to him not in words, but in the language of the heart. "Little one," the spirit communicated, its voice like the rustling of ancient leaves. "You look at the world and see only its rush, but the world moves to its own deep rhythm, a rhythm you are already a part of." The turtle watched, mesmerized, as the light on the water showed him the slow, patient unfolding of a fern, its fronds uncurling over days. "Patience," the spirit continued, "is not the absence of movement, but the perfection of it. It is the greatest power in the universe, the force that shapes all things." The turtle felt a warmth spread through him, a feeling of being seen and understood for the very first time. The shimmering light on the water intensified, and the spirit of the earth began to show the young turtle visions. He saw a tiny acorn, nestled in the dark soil slowly, over countless seasons, sending down roots and pushing up a tender shoot. He watched as that shoot grew into a sapling, and then, over hundreds of years, transformed into a mighty oak tree, its branches reaching for the heavens, providing shelter for generations of creatures. The vision shifted, and he saw a single drop of water, joining with others to form a trickle, then a stream, and finally a powerful river, patiently carving its way through solid rock to create a vast, winding canyon. He witnessed mountains born from the slow, imperceptible shifting of the land, rising towards the sky over eons, their peaks scraping the clouds. The spirit's voice echoed through the visions, a deep and resonant truth. Everything of true and lasting beauty is born of patience. The forest does not spring up overnight, nor does the river carve its path in a day. Those who move with patience and deliberation do not just exist in the world. They carry the world forward. As the visions faded and the light on the water softened, a profound understanding settled upon the young turtle. He looked at his own sturdy shell, no longer seeing it as a burden, but as a symbol. He looked at his slow, steady feet and understood that each deliberate step was a connection to the earth beneath him. He was not left behind. He was the keeper of the rhythm. His purpose was not to race against the wind, but to be a living reminder for all other beings, for the swift deer, the soaring eagle, the busy squirrel, to slow down, to breathe, to move with intention, care, and gratitude. He was a guardian of balance, a testament to the power of a steady pace in a world that often forgot its own heartbeat. A deep and lasting peace filled his heart, a peace that came from knowing his place in the great, beautiful tapestry of existence. He was the spirit of patience made manifest. He carried the wisdom of the earth not as a weight, but as his sacred purpose. His slowness was not a weakness. It was his greatest strength. The moon rose high in the night sky, casting a silver path across the still water of the lake. The young turtle, his heart now full and light, found a soft patch of moss beneath the sheltering branches of a willow tree. He tucked his head into his shell, feeling the cool earth beneath him and the vast, starry sky above. He was at peace, his breath rising and falling in perfect harmony with the silent pulse of the world around him. He was no longer just a small turtle in a big world. He was a part of its very soul. As you drift now into your own deep and peaceful sleep, remember the turtle's lesson. When you feel rushed, when the world seems to spin too fast, remember to slow down. For when you move slowly, you move with the rhythm of the earth itself. Sleep well,